I'm very happy to present Mr. Zvi Shechterman, the CEO of Israeli Shipyard. Zvi is a big supporter of our institute when it was in the university and also currently in the Center of Blue Economy and Innovation. I become used to what they are doing in the shipyards and in the harbor when I had my MA program and I brought my students to the port to show them how a private port can deal with innovation, with business, be profitable. Usually people are looking at the ports as low-tech, which is a mistake. And I would like to ask Zvi two major questions. First of all, to tell us about the activity of Israeli Shipyard Port, and then to try to deal with what the innovation or what kind of innovation they're applying in the port and how it supports them to be a profitable company. So please, Zvi.
First, I would very much like to thank you for the opportunity to present today, but even more to present it with you, which is a great honor. I'm sure that whomever worked with you in the past must be appreciating that. So thank you again. Telling a little bit about Israel Shipyard. So the business that we are dealing with, the company was initiated in '59 as a government-owned company, which dealt mainly in shipbuilding. Since then, we are building small military vessels, medium-sized military vessels, and it was privatized in 1995, whereas the main issue of the shipyard is to construct those vessels and a little bit in maintenance. In 2007, we initiated another activity, which is the port activity. We became to be the first and private port in Israel. Nowadays, this has changed and it will be presented in the next session, I understand. But nowadays, being a private port in Israel is the majority of the ports. So we are dealing in the port activity in Israel. Mainly, we are not dealing at all with containers. We are dealing with general cargo, bulk cargo, and we have another huge project that we are working today. We are initiating a new facility for a grain terminal. Whomever who knew the GON activity, we are building a little bit the same model in our shipyard as well. So this is the activity of the shipyard and the activity of the port. The third activity that is taking place started in 2016, that we initiate the activity of importing cement to Israel. If you remember, by the time a little bit before we started the activity, it used to be a monopoly market dominated by Nesher. When we started this activity, let me tell you that after 5 years then and after, there are no longer a monopoly market. 50% of the cement imported to Israel are coming from the ports. The fourth segment of activity that we are dealing with is the segment of marine. We operate a small fleet of vessels within the range of 5,000 ton to handy-sized vessels, which are working worldwide. Those are basically the main line of business that are taking place in Israel Shipyard.
How you can be innovative in such, let's say, traditional business that was supposed to be very conservative?
Unfortunately, it is very conservative still nowadays. If I will take an example of what happened with our cellular phone, or I will take an example of what happened with our vehicle that we are driving, or the AI, which is booming nowadays, I think that the innovation has not penetrated our market yet. Yes, there is new innovation, but far not enough. So if I'm looking about the new entrepreneurs that are standing behind us, I think this is the most exciting market to be in because the potential is huge. Obviously, the economy in the world are very much related on port activity, is very much related on shipyard activity, vessel operation, but the innovation is not there yet. I can tell you a little bit story, what happened to me in the past. We were in Germany in the middle of making a huge transaction and there was a problem in the contract. I came about with a creative way of thinking to overcome this problem. It was a financial problem and the guy told me, This is not the normal practice. Unfortunately, this is very much present the market that we are in. Port activity, shipyard activity, and fleet operation or vessel operation is a very traditional market. So in order to penetrate this market, there is a huge work to need to be done, but the upside of this, that the potential is there, the market is still very much so many things to do. I'll give another example. We are dealing, as I mentioned, in the port activity with the general cargo. If you will come and see the work activity that it's taking place in our port today, you will find it hard to believe. People are actually crawling down with the wires, hooking everything, and everything is being done manually. And okay, I thought this probably there is a better way to do it. We travel worldwide. You name it, every port in the world. There is no innovation. This is the standard. So if you ask me if there is a potential of investment, if there's a potential of new ideas to come about, I'm telling you, for me, I find it difficult to find something else which is more fulfilling than this one.
The next question is about the geopolitical situation. I know that the SIPG will speak about the Bayport and the COSCO stop to come here, but when we are speaking about the Israeli shipyard port, relationship with Turkey or deterioration of the relationship with Turkey affected very much the Israeli economy. But I think that one of the main port that was affected is your port. Can you tell us about it, and what is the way that you can see that you can come up with solution to deal with this business?
I believe that like anybody else in this room, we have been affected from the situation of Israel. You're referring exactly to Turkey, and this was affecting us as well. I can tell you that the majority, if I'm coming back to the port activity, the steel cargo, the majority of import of steel cargo to Israel used to be from Turkey, and when Erdogan decided not to allow any further export to Israel, basically everything stops nearly in one day. So I'm just acting as a port. The problem was for the importer. And I'm telling you, they are running worldwide in order to find alternative solution. They did find some alternative solution. You see a cargo coming from other countries in Europe. Obviously, the price will increase. Cargo is coming from the Far East. Obviously, this will increase our price, taking into consideration the fact that we cannot go directly and we need to go all around. Also increase the price. But within the first 6 months of the year, we saw the volume dropping down dramatically. Not for us, for the whole volume of the import to activity. And now I'm telling you, for the last 2 months, we see numbers are pretty much coming back to the numbers that they used to be before of the war. So this is one segment which was affecting us. The second segment is about the cement. I mentioned that we are importing to Israel. Since 2016, when we started this operation, 50% of the Israeli market is being imported. 50% is being produced in Israel. The import used to be from Turkey. Turkey stopped their operation. We need to find other resources. Now, for us, we saw where the relationship with Turkey is going, where is the direction. It was pretty much on the wall. So before it actually took place, we diversified our activity, and now the majority of our import is taking place from Greece. So we did find solution. I know for a fact that other importing are bringing cement from Egypt. So we did find solution. I believe that in the end of the day, it did not contribute to none of the country, not for us and not for Turkey. Their economy is being affected by this as well, not only us.
It is not a question, but it's some kind of, not aspiration, but I hope that the lessons we learned during this war is what is the importance of securing sea lines of communication. What is happening in the Red Sea, it should also come to the Mediterranean Sea. And I know that the Israeli shipyard, they are preparing themselves to build the next generation for the Israeli Navy ship. If you would like, with one sentence, to say, what is your expectation? Are you ready to do it? Because I think that's one of the lessons learned from this war.
As I mentioned, we are the main activity or the first activity that we are dealing with is building vessels. The huge challenge in a shipyard, not only for us, but worldwide, it's a project type company that you cannot imagine. The volume can change or the revenue can change from multiply by 10,000% per year if you have a project or you don't have the project. Now our project to sell the vessel, we are selling them worldwide. We are selling this in the Far East, we are selling them in Romania, Greece, and so on and so on, obviously in Africa as well. And now our most important customer is the Israeli Navy. Not because it's the hugest customer, because this is where we gain our reputation, this is where we are basically contributing to the local market, and this is where it allows us to produce the product which is considered to be one of the best in the world. There is a huge project that is taking place right now. We already started working on this project. We did the design, there was an agreement with us and for amending our design for the need of the Israeli Navy. And nowadays we are, I think, only one further step in order to this project to be fulfilled. And this is the government of Israel that need to sign this contract. And not only that it will produce a lot of work for us, it will allow us to come into the market with the state-of-the-art new vessel for being able to sell it worldwide. So I think it will contribute for the export of Israel as well.
Thank you very much, Zvi. And I think that the government will understand the importance of the sea to the Israel security and resilience, and one of such an aspect is to have such a shipyard that can support the Israeli Navy. Thank you very much.